Hello federal contractors, my name is Sean Reitmeyer, and for 30 years my dad and I have bid, bought out, and performed construction for our federal government. Over the years we completed more than 1,000 federal contracts that generated over $1 billion worth of revenue. A little over 10 years ago we started teaching other contractors our secrets in a 3-day workshop. Our federal government is the largest buyer of construction goods and services in the world, and many know the largest companies in the world have the United States federal government as a client. In order to do that, you must be registered to get federal contracts. More on that later, but today I want to show you some of the construction opportunities that are available to you and maybe some thoughts on how to bid them. We use a tool that we invented called BidTrakker. BidTrakker assimilates all the federal contracting opportunities into easily discernible information, and the user can quickly decide if they should get involved or not. During this process, we call it hide or sink. The following is what I would be doing if I was bidding some of these jobs. So what we do is we go into Tools BidTrakker Report on the gcexperts.com website. And this brings up all the federal government construction opportunities that are happening all across the United States. And it's basically 50 jobs, or solicitations I should say, per page. And right now we've got about 19 pages worth of opportunities. The next step I do is I go basically through the report looking for reasons not to get involved. For instance, I don't particularly specialize in indefinite delivery, IDIQ type contracts. So on this one I might just click hide. But then I might come down to, let's see, construction, vegetation removal. That might be a job I'm interested in. So all I'm doing by clicking the sync button is essentially saying to myself that I'm going to take a next step. I don't necessarily know what that next step is right now. It might just be take a look at the files that the government's provided for the job. And then, let's see, Olympic Peninsula well decommissioning. We could look at that one. Here's some air conditioning units. We can look at that one. Here's renovation of building 15. Interior painting historic hangar. I mean, that one's interesting, and it bids tomorrow. I can see right here that this one's due on 8/12. So this is 93081. So I'll come over here and sync my files up, and then the next step, 93. Let's see, that was 8/12. $93,081. So let's take a look at this job. Here's the solicitation document. It's an RFQ for the different types of solicitations. That's something we teach in the workshop, but also I have a video on that. So at the end of this video, I'll tell you what, I'll put a link in the description below to a video on the difference between IFP, RFP, and RFQ. So this is a request for quote, National Park Service. Paint the interior of the historic hangar at Pearson Air Museum. This is in Vancouver, Washington. You have to be, most, if not all of these solicitations will tell you that you have to be registered in sam.gov. My wife actually does that process for you if you, it's a one-time deal. In fact, I always tell people in our workshop that, pay attention to the things that we teach, because they're going to be things that you have to do every day. But getting registered at sam.gov is a one-time deal, so why go through the process of learning it when you can just hire Elda to take care of it for you? So most of our clients do that. 100% small business set aside. What else do we have here? Read me first. Look at that. No bid bond required, no performance bond required. Just about anybody who knows how to paint would be a good candidate for this job. In fact, what I might do is pull up Google Maps So what you might want to do is call somebody like 5-Star Painting here. And here's their phone number. And then ask the guy, listen, we've got a project that you probably haven't heard of. It's to paint the interior of a historic hangar. And then you could send them over your plans and specifications and ask them if they want to put together a bid. It's bidding tomorrow, and I might say something along the lines of, hey man, I only win 1 in 20 jobs that I bid. What I'd like to do is get you to just put a number off the cuff, you know, some number close enough, maybe within 10% or something, that if I called back 30 days from today and said, hey man, we got the job, that you and I'd be close enough to negotiate something that makes sense for both of us. Might be a methodology for dealing with that. But anyway, this is an opportunity. Someone's going to win this job. Someone's going to profit from this federal contract. And our federal government is going to have a new paint job in their aircraft hangar. So this is an example of how I use BidTrakker to look at opportunities that are available to the public to bid. If you know a painter in the Washington area that is not registered to perform federal contracts, send them an email and ask them to reach out. GC Experts has clients everywhere across the country that are already registered, have bonding, and actively looking for subcontracting opportunities.